Bill, tell me about a story of collecting from a woman who was terminally ill. I know it sounds almost distasteful to ask it that way, but my memory is that that was sort of the framework of the story.
Well, I believe that people who are honest, they don't want to go to the grave with a bill that they haven't paid. You know, I certainly wouldn't want to. So I called a lady on the phone one day and she owed $333. And I remember the situation because it was so unusual. And I asked her to pay, and she said, Bill, I can't pay because, you know, I'm dying with cancer. And I could tell in the conversation this was a good person. I said, you know, I appreciate you sharing that with me, and I'm sorry that you're sick and you're dying, but I can tell that you are really a good person. And I know there's someone in your family that would help you pay this bill because they wouldn't want this to be on your record should you pass away. And she said, you know something, Bill, I can't think of anyone right now, but you're probably right. I said, well, you know what? I have confidence in the fact that when you think about this, you're going to figure out some way to pay this bill. And so I'm just going to go ahead and mark my records for you to figure out some way to pay it within the next week. I hung up the phone, and I'll be truthful with you, I didn't think she'd ever pay. But a few days later, I received a check for $333 with a note saying, I really appreciate the way you treated me. You were one of the nicest people I've ever talked with about anything to do with business or paying a bill. So I want you to know that that's the reason why my father's helping me pay this bill. And it was just one of those satisfying things. And I felt good about the collection call. And I didn't feel like that I was taking advantage of her in any way. It was a legitimate debt. Plus, she was an honest person, and she didn't want that on her record when she passed away.
That's great.